Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Parminder Singh with London Properties, and here live in Kingsburg. Got a special treat for you guys today. We are standing inside of the Kingsburg London Properties brand new building that's under renovation, and we're going to give you a little bit of information today. I'm joined with Gene Villines, Mike Thomas. Thank you, guys. It's going to be relaxed. We're all good. Only 20,000 people will see this video.
Okay.
So London Properties and Gene Villines, they've partnered together to bring this old building back to life. And then Mike Thomas is the contractor working with Gene and London to make this thing all come together. So Gene, how long you had this building for?
About 17 years.
Okay, 17. Can you tell us a little about the history?
It was built in 1910 by the Olson Brothers and the original Olson Brothers.
Okay.
And then they passed it on to their sons, Ray and Archie.
Okay.
Ray and Archie ran it until it was Olson Brothers Manufacturing. They started out manufacturing and selling farm implements.
Okay.
And then it eventually turned into a blacksmith shop in the back. They shoot horses and started manufacturing farm implements. The Olson Brothers have a complete wing out at the historical park. They manufactured, I believe, almost 2,000 different products. They had, at one time, they were one of the larger employers here in Kingsburg.
Okay.
I can't tell you how many old timers come up to me and tell me that they worked here in 1936 and all that.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, an awful lot of them. Then he sold it to Jerry Reed, Reed Manufacturing, to Jerry Reed. Jerry Reed ran it until I purchased it in 2003, I believe, something like that. And it's taken a while to get it to where we can get to this point, so that we can bring it back to life, and was a goal of mine. That's the only reason I bought it in the first place.
Sure. No, we're thankful. This is going to give us some really good downtown exposure and to be closer to the community, which we've been selling in Kingsburg for what, since 1971?
Right.
And so this just puts us at the heart of downtown. So
well, Kingsburg's doing a lot, not just this building, several of them around it.
Yeah.
And I think this will fit with the theme that they're trying to do. It'll be a destination point, actually, to come downtown in Kingsburg. And
yeah.
so it's worked in a lot of other cities, and I'm sure it's going to work in Kingsburg. They've done a great job.
Mike, you got brought in to bring this puppy. So this building, 1910, 110 years old.
Yeah.
Did the math, right? 110. So
This year, yeah.
Give us a little bit. What was the biggest challenge you think? Because you guys have been working here a long time to get this project going.
Well, anytime a building's, it's lasted 110 years already.
Yeah.
So they did something right back in the day. But time has taken its toll, and with today's standards and the codes and everything, to bring the building up to where we felt it was safe, we built a building inside of it.
A building. So is that what this big wall is? That we'll show you pictures after. How big is this wall inside the?
We've got new footings in the 24-inch by 24-inch footings underneath in the concrete. We've got 2x8 walls that are 14 foot high, sheared, and 16 centers. It's all structural stuff.
Okay.
They're tied to the trusses. So basically we've got extra. Our brick on the outside, the old brick building, is just basically a veneer now.
So if the big one hits,
if the big one hits,
the brick can be fixed. The building will stand.
We will still be here.
Brick walls are actually, the brick walls in this building are 13 inches thick.
Yeah.
13 inches.
Right.
Yeah.
And the front part of this is 13 inches. The back is 8 inches, but the front is 13 inches thick.
Okay.
That's a lot of brick.
Okay. So Gene, what do you think? So what's your take on it? The biggest hurdles in this building? Anything additional that Mike was saying?
Just the roof has been by far the most difficult. It took a lot of time and a lot of work getting all the totally rebuilt the trusses, and once you get that done, every day is a new experience.
Yeah.
So it's.
Is there anything that we do? So what are we trying to accomplish with the outside of the building?
Trying to keep it as close to the original building as possible.
Okay.
The window configuration of the windows will be the same, basically the same. They were wood, but they were dark. We're going to go back with a bronze, bronze aluminum finish.
Okay.
So it should look pretty authentic when we get done.
Okay, so that'll add to the old heritage of the town.
Try to maintain that, and then Dan's added some things to the outside of it that are going to make it
Okay.
More to the period.
Sure.
And then I think
Okay.
that'll be neat. So.
So Dan, he mentioned Dan. So Dan Connor is the president of London Properties, and so you'll eventually get to meet him and see him on one of these videos, hopefully. Mike, tell me about, I mean, how much metal have you put in? I mean, I'm looking across this front, and Kim, if you want to show him that big frame, if there's not too much light, but there's a lot of metal in this building.
Well, what you're seeing now is a bunch of stuff that we've just put on recently, but actually Gene started this whole dang thing. You know?
Okay.
I mean, he's got some columns in here that the original columns were wood. Were all wood, and they've over 110 years of moisture and termites and bugs and stuff.
Yeah.
They got eaten away, and it got short all of a sudden. Well, Gene came in here and started
Mike, talk
jacking
to us,
everything.
That's right. We have. You're good. No, you
Okay, all right, he started jacking everything up
Yeah.
and put all the new the columns and stuff in. So we just kind of followed along with what he had going.
Okay.
And he's got some massive.
These
steel
columns go, they're 8x8, half-inch steel. They go 8 or 7 foot down into the holes are 8 foot deep. The steel columns go 7 feet down, and it's
7 feet.
7 feet.
Isn't that a lot?
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And but the thing is, it's called lateral. So if anything happens,
Uh-huh.
that center beam now will support this building. With the outside walls and that center beam, this building's not going anywhere.
Okay. Very
So
nice.
and it's all filled with concrete with fiber, 6-sack concrete with fiber. It's not going anywhere.
Technical 6-sack concrete. If you want to know what that means, call me. I do
It's
know.
strong. It means
It's
it's
strong.
strong.
It's strong. It's held
It's
together.
strong.
Really strong.
Mike, so what do you think on timeline? When do you think, if we don't make too many more changes?
Well, you know, the building's starting to come together as it
Yeah.
is right now. Our big deal is and we're counting on Gene, is getting power to the building.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, yeah.
'Cause
Our electrical, that's the big
PG&E, getting PG&E.
We have electrical already, but we need more.
Okay.
And so the building will open when it's supposed to open.
Yep.
Which I believe is in March or April, something like that. April or May.
Okay.
And we have the power to do that, but we're bringing in extra power, doubling the power. Actually.
Part of the backside out is going to be rented, and so we're going to need power.
Can
for
we
that
say
also.
who's in the back yet? The quick chat?
Yeah, I
I think
believe
we
it is.
can.
I think-
So we'll say there's supposed to be a medical spa back there.
Yeah.
So just letting you know, we'll share more details later.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to share? We'll come back and do another one.
Sure.
Yeah, just give us a little time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting to the point that it's getting exciting to see it get
Yeah.
done.
It's coming together nice.
It's starting to come together. It's really starting to show now.
And I know a lot of people, when they drive by, they're always asking what's going on behind the curtain.
Well, we're going to pull the curtain off here
When
in
does
a
the
couple
glass?
weeks.
When does the glass go? In a couple weeks?
Oh, that
It
should
takes
be-
2 weeks for the glass. Once the glass is ordered, we're going to get this done. We'll try and get. We don't want people backing into the
Sure.
glass. Okay?
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
yeah. No.
Usually hold off on storefront
Okay.
because that glass breaks.
Okay.
But I know
Yeah.
the city's they're wanting to get this out of here. So the sooner we get this out of here, then we can address the concrete out front. We've got to get our ADA stuff and
Okay.
clean up the concrete. We're going to take a bunch of city sidewalk and replace that. And
All right.
let everything die together. And,
Cool.
That'd be good.
We're getting it.
That'd be good.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks. Norman.
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Gene,
Parvinder.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Guys, that was Mike and Gene and London Properties brand new building downtown Kingsburg. Please post questions, whatever you want to ask, we'll forward it to these guys. Take care and God bless.